This is Dreamcatcher, and today we're going to talk about Rick and Morty. I was going to put this up on my main channel, but I thought I might be subscriber burning my own followers, so here we are. I feel this topic is adult-only in nature, and I would discourage none but the most emotionally dead inside to continue from this point on. Rick and Morty will not be for everyone. In fact, my girlfriend was brought to tears last night while watching Total Rick Call.
Summer!
Tinkles, it's past my bedtime.
Naughty never past.
And she fancies herself a hardened stone of impenetrable will and grit. Rick and Morty is a spiraling train wreck. And if I can assume you've seen South Park, Family Guy, or The Simpsons, you kind of know what I'm talking about. And you're going to ask, oh FNGR, why should I bother getting on this train? Well, it's fresh, which is only something that could be done once. And additionally, and this might get me yelled at, one of my contemporaries has been often quoted as saying, pacing is a weak thing to measure something by, as it changes by the next time you watch it and the pacing feels more natural. Rick and Morty lives and dies on its pacing. There are moments in episodes I don't like, significant moments. And I might skip ahead, but I never skip an entire episode. One moment in an episode I might be hearing how about Summer was almost aborted before she was born.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die.
And the next I'll be watching some wacky intergalactic TV show with some guy who's on fire and has ants in his eyes. Rick and Morty snaps you around. It's emotionally manipulative and shamelessly so. After 2 seasons, I can safely say I can still emotionally connect with most of the characters in the family, minus Jerry, who the show bends over backwards in the most contrived fashion possible to make me hate the character. Just for example, while they set him up where he has to donate his penis to literally save billions, hundreds of billions of lives, checking into an alien hospital, because of course it will. Is this a major hang-up? Well, fuck no. I mean, it should be, because the episode literally pinballs you around with dozens of other things, almost to the point that you forget the main plot is a human penis saving billions of lives. Again, I'd be remiss in not kicking the tires on Rick and Morty for being the best thing ever. Rick is the living embodiment of an amoral scientist. So yes, he's Dr. Farnsworth from Futurama, who still has a little bit of spring in his step. He routinely puts Morty in dangerous situations straight from the premiere. His directions aren't always clear, nor does he fully describe the alien technology he gives to his grandson. Rick buys his grandson an alien sex doll that ends up giving birth to a son for Morty. Rick gives Morty anti-gravity boots, and naturally Morty hurts himself because he has no idea how to work the damn things and breaks both his legs. Morty is as dumb as a brick but has a heart of gold, so he's basically Fry. Summer's niche on the show is to keep reminding us that she's the girl who's almost aborted and still has the stereotypical teenage girl kind of theme going on with all this wacky nonsense. Jerry, Morty's dad, is completely worthless, and Beth, his mom, is just there to remind us just how worthless Jerry really is. So if you like South Park, you'll love Rick and Morty. If you like BoJack Horseman, you'll likely love Rick and Morty. It's the best thing to come out of Cartoon Network since the Venture Brothers. The only downside is getting through 2 seasons and realizing you have to wait a year and a half for the next season. So really, there's no rush to catch up. Also, free heads up, hang around after the credits, there's an extra bit I've missed almost every time. There will be those people who tell you the show is groundbreaking and revolutionary, even though the Amazon-driven world at least feels partially borrowed from Futurama. The con artists you run into in episode 4 that feel like they're partially borrowed from Futurama's first movie. But retreaded ideas aren't terrible. Just because Herman's Head was first, it doesn't make Inside Out bad. Just because Simpsons was first doesn't make Family Guy bad. The lazy writing in later episodes does that. I can't recommend this show strongly enough. Buy it, steal it, borrow it, just watch it. Thank you. Oh, again, if you're not down with a show about a grandfather who talks his son into shoving watermelon-sized pointy seeds up his ass just because they're valuable to his work and needs to get them by customs, I won't judge you. I can't stress how fucked up this show is. But unlike other shows like Ren and Stimpy or The Brothers Grunt, or later seasons of Drawn Together, past the first one, it's worth enduring through the cringe. But it doesn't mean it's not there.